So this is going to be another movie review. This one's called Elf 2003. The only reason I got this movie was because my son saw the advertisement in the Netflix sleeve. I think I showed this on my last video. It's right there. He saw this and he said, "Oh, I want to see this elf. The elf." So naturally, I ordered it on Netflix. Moved it up to the top of my queue, and he watched it in the back seat of my car, driving up to Santa Rosa from San Mateo. 2-hour drive. He watched it 1.3 times. There's some kind of Insta Vision or some kind of deal going on there where you can watch the movie again, but it's a little different. I'm not sure what that's all about, but you saw the first part again using that feature. There are tons of bonus features on this disc red, by the way. And I guess there's a disc 2, which I've got to order at some point. I thought I was going to love this movie. The beginning was kind of slapstick Three Stooges type stuff. But once Will Ferrell, the main character, Buddy, the 6'3" human elf, gets into a romantic relationship, starts acting, dressing normal. That's when the movie started going downhill big time. I hated the last half of this movie, so I'm giving it 3 out of 5 stars overall. It's about this orphan baby in a Catholic orphanage. 1973. He manages to crawl into Santa's bag when Santa isn't looking. Santa is played by Ed Asner, by the way. Perfectly typecast for this role, seeing how old he is by the time this movie was made. This must have been right before he died. Ed Asner. I won't go into his left-wing politics, but he did have some pretty interesting things to say about 9/11. Everything else he talks about is mostly nonsense from a political standpoint here in California. So it's about what you'd expect from a Hollywood actor. I think his show got canceled, Lou Grant, because of his outlandish, rather stupid political views for the most part, which is unfortunate. I mean, from a free speech standpoint, he's entitled to speak his opinion, even though I may not agree with it. But on the other hand, socialism is responsible for millions of deaths in the past decade. It's not even close to what how many people Charles Manson murdered, which was 0. Anyways, enough about politics. So Bob Newhart adopts Buddy. They call him Buddy because his underwear says Buddy, or some his diapers or something says Buddy. So Bob Newhart, the elf at Santa's workshop, adopts him. I guess he's the fastest, most famous elf in in the workshop. He needs a break, so he raises Buddy and makes him believe that he's an elf when he's really just a human Homo sapiens. So so that part was pretty funny. And then Will Ferrell suddenly gets the drift that he's not an elf. Bob Newhart tells him that his biological dad is in Manhattan, working at the Empire State Building. Bob Newhart gives him one of those water, I don't know, one of those Christmas things. It's like a plastic case enclosed with water. I don't know how to explain it, but my cousin's mom had that thing, but it didn't have any water in it, so you couldn't shake it up and make it snow. I don't know what those things are called, but I guess they were popular back in the 80s, back when people had the Christmas spirit. I just thought the last half of the movie with the romance going on between Will Ferrell and his blondie girlfriend was corny. I also thought the Christmas spirit that guides Santa's sleigh was corny. So I hated the last half of this movie. Basically, Buddy finds his dad, played by James Caan. James Caan really hasn't changed much. He's the only one who doesn't look like he's super old besides Bob Newhart and Ed Asner. So he gradually takes Buddy in, and Buddy and his half brother get along pretty well. The stepmom, played by I forget her name. She was in Ragtime. She becomes attached to Buddy, and takes a while for James Caan to become attached to Buddy. I don't want to spoil the ending, but at first James Caan is super annoyed by Buddy, but he's got this curiosity because Buddy reminded him of Buddy's mother, James Caan's former girlfriend. And the whole thing about Buddy getting acclimated with his new family, him finding romance at the department store, and Santa Claus coming back. That was all way too corny for me. At this point, Will Ferrell's slapstick stick was growing a little bit tiresome to me. It wasn't that funny anymore. His antics were starting to wear off big time, especially when he gets in a fight with that midget. That was totally unfunny. So James Caan, at this point, 30 years later, he's an executive with a book publisher for kids' books. So he's on the naughty list because he he canceled an order due to non-payment to some nun or something. That was kind of hard to follow. And then gradually James Caan gets into the Christmas spirit, helps Santa slay, that kind of thing. Like I said, I don't want to spoil the ending too much, but it was pretty bad. And confusing, I might add, because they talk about how the movie is based on somebody's book, and then you wonder, okay, did this movie actually happen? Is it for real, or is it fake based on somebody's book? And then they confuse you again by having Buddy read the book. So you're thinking, okay, what just happened there? I mean, I guess I did spoil the ending in that sense, but it was confusing to me. If anybody can explain that to me, please do, because I couldn't figure it out. So, yeah, I'm giving it 3 out of 5 stars. Can't really see great movie, except for the first 45 minutes or so. The bonus features are just too overwhelming. I mean, they even get down to the guy who cleans up all the trash on the set. It's pretty ridiculous. I mean, they pretty much talk to just about everybody involved with the film, which of course, tens of millions of dollar budget. It's going to be a lot of people. So, yeah, there's that part of the disc that I'm trying to get through so I can watch The Castle. I haven't really been watching too much streaming on Netflix. I don't even remember the movie that I was watching. Some Italian movie about a fishing town. It's slowly becoming a tourist town. And that movie sucks big time. I'm kind of glad I'm not watching it. So today, I've been up for a good 21 hours. Yesterday was my 46th birthday, and got up at 4 a.m., went to work, picked up my son at 1 p.m., dropped him off at 7 p.m., did some grocery shopping, finally finished my laundry about midnight, cooked some dinner, and here I am. I watched Elf in the at Starbucks. My son was watching Pokemon on my Chromebook, and so by the time I had to drive him back to his mother's dungeon, the rolling credits for Elf were going. Quite a lot of rolling credits, enough for 3 songs, I think, all Christmas songs, I believe. So my coworker called this one a classic Christmas film. Of course, it's not in black and white; it's in color. So I don't know how they call it a classic, but I guess it gets a lot of play time around Christmas. Which is probably why Netflix has it on the sleeve there. I'm not too crazy about this film. If you want to see a really good Christmas film, I would recommend A Better Tomorrow, which is a little-known film. It's probably my favorite Christmas film of all time. Better Tomorrow. I think it's from 1944, if I'm not mistaken. Black and white, of course. Yeah, great flick. Definitely better than this one. But my son really loved it, so I think it was more for him that I got this movie. I wasn't particularly too psyched about watching it. But I was kind of surprised that the beginning had the slapstick funny element, Three Stooges kind of stuff. So the gal that I was dating, Nancy, she said, "Oh, I'm too busy to meet with you. I got to work. I made plans with friends, blah, blah, blah. But stay in touch. I want to be friends," which was rather disappointing after 2 dates. I thought maybe I was making some progress, but I wasn't. So good riddance to her. She's a fobby single mom anyway. I'm trying to avoid that kind of thing. She's very attractive to me, however. But sometimes these things are only skin deep. At least my second marriage was. So coveting the flesh element is my downfall, at least in the case of my second marriage. So in a way, it's kind of a good thing that I kind of brushed her aside and said I was looking for more than something besides an occasional friendship. And I kind of hinted the same thing at my catfish candidate there in Seattle suburb. She keeps calling me friend, and I hope you meet somebody. I hope you meet somebody special was her last email. So I guess she doesn't get the hint, or maybe she just seen my bad side over the course of the last nine years. I told her all my dirty secrets. So she thinks that I'm not trustworthy or whatever. That's the impression that I get from her. But I'm still very persistent trying to win her over. But I'll probably end up dating somebody else just because I can't live like a monk for the next 10 to 15 years waiting for her. So, yeah. It's kind of an interesting birthday. I got a lot of gifts from coworkers and stuff. I got some sour candy straws, which I'm craving right now, and I got a $50 gift card at Nordstrom Rack. So I bought a couple polo shirts. Still got $11 left on my gift card, which is pretty cool. Maybe I can get another shirt for spring, summertime next year. So I brought my son to about 20 places. I got a free ice cream scoop, which I gave to him from Baskin Robbins. That was supposed to be my birthday gift from Baskin Robbins. And then I went to Red Robin, got a free burger. I guess that was a belated birthday gift for him, because both of us have birthdays in December. And they only give out one burger for two guys. So we kind of split the just a simple hamburger and the no onions and the garlic fries. We split it. So that was pretty cool. We went to about 20 different places, and he still managed to watch Pokemon, which is kind of amazing. I was trying to get all my chores out of the way, or at least everything except for groceries and laundry. and teach him a little bit at Starbucks, some English and math, and then let him watch his Pokemon as a reward. He got lots of rewards today, and it was my birthday, which is kind of odd, but it was worth it. I enjoy spending time with my son, and it's kind of cool that my coworkers make a big deal about birthdays. They bring cupcakes and gifts and stuff, birthday card. It's kind of a nice place to work, actually. Come to think of it, some of the people there are really nice. I that's another thing. On my birthday, I got that job I was telling you about, the mystery shopper at the movie theater. I just got to figure out what kind of jobs they want me to go on. I got to go on their website and check it out later today. So pretty cool. I was waiting for TaskRabbit to do their background check. In the meantime, I got this second job as mystery shopper for the movie theater. So that should be pretty fun. I mean, probably doesn't pay much, but it should be a lot of fun. And my bills are piling up right now. I don't know how I'm going to pay them. So I got to do something in the meantime before that TaskRabbit thing kicks in next month. Maybe pay one or two bills. Transfer some money over. Not much money, probably $150, but little by little, I'll catch up on my bills until I can gain conservatorship over my mother's assets, which might not be until March. So I had an interesting birthday. Definitely one of my better birthdays, even though it reminds me of how old I am, 46, which is depressing. God, who wants to date a 46-year-old single father? It's going to be a challenge. Like I said, keep getting the cold shoulder from these Chinese women. So whatever, just roll with the punches, I guess. I should be used to it by now after how many times I've been rejected during my lifetime. Anyways, I'm dead tired, and I'm rambling on about my personal life. So it's about 1:30 in the morning. I'm going to hit the sack. Can't recommend this film. Can't say check it out. Giving it 3 out of 5 stars. Laters.